how to grow our tourism destinations and Uganda at large. So, a bold fusion of AI, tourism and culture. Today, the 16th of March, the Miss Tourism Uganda Foundation is officially unveiling the launch and the 14th edition. We started from 2013, and this is the 14th year, 2026. Miss Tourism Uganda, in a landmark launch at Kampala Serena Hotel, the 14 years of transforming beauty into national impact. Under the powerful theme AI, tourism and culture, the edition signals a bold new era where heritage meets innovation and tradition embraces technology to shape the future of Uganda's tourism industry. Miss Tourism Uganda 2026 is not just a pageant, it is a movement to position Uganda as a smart, sustainable, and culturally proud tourism destination. Redefining the modern tourism ambassador. So why AI and everything? The search is on for the next national ambassador, for the Pearl of Africa, an intelligent, visionary leader ready to amplify Uganda's story on the global stage. This year's competition will traverse 12 regions, including the West Nile, Busoga, Buganda, Teso, Ankole, and many others, ensuring nationwide representation and grassroots engagement. Because we believe tourism is everyone's business. If we do not engage from the grassroots, how are we going to promote our tourism in Uganda? So it is all our business. So our queen will be more focused on a cultural presentation and an advocate, sustainability and champion, a digital age, tourism and influencer, a voice of a youth empowerment. So expanding impact through innovation and inclusion. Miss Tourism Uganda builds on groundbreaking initiatives that are reshaping the pageant landscape. The Man of Tourism, as you see on our panel here today, we also have the Man of Tourism, which was our initiative last year, and it was they were the pioneers, and now we're going to have the second edition of the Man of Tourism. So affirming that tourism is everyone's business, Miss Tourism Uganda Foundation continues to empower young men as ambassadors for conservation, cultural leadership, and community development. Activities will take place in May. So this year we are not having it all together, we are separating it. So we look forward to everyone being engaged in all this. Registration forms are available at Sheraton Kampala Hotel. So besides the pageant, we also have different campaigns that we run through the year, and one of them is Let the Pearl Shine, where we have a high impact of national-wide drive promoting sanitation, environmental conservation, and road safety awareness, mobilizing communities to protect and enhance Uganda's tourism assets. I think, as you can see, Kampala is looking more beautiful, and we are glad to say that we've been part of this through the years, keeping our cities clean, keeping our tourism destinations clean. So we continue to call upon every Ugandan out there to continue cleaning and upholding the hygiene and the environment so that we can have a better tourism destinations in Uganda. Miss Tourism Uganda International Representation. So the national winner will represent Uganda at the prestigious Miss Tourism International competition at the end of her reign. Introduction of the Miss Tourism Metro. Now this is a new thing that we are engaging in. A newly established cluster designed to celebrate Uganda's diversity by embracing citizens of mixed races and tribes, further strengthening inclusivity within the national platform. Here we are preserving our culture, but we also have Ugandans that are of mixed races. That is why we are introducing the Miss Tourism Metro. So the people, the youth that are from different tribes will be able to participate in this and also be represented at the national level. Our culture is not just history, it is our competitive advantage because Uganda is endowed with very many cultures and we embrace it as our heritage and as our tool to promote tourism in Uganda. Miss Tourism Uganda 2026 will spotlight leaders who can protect our heritage, leverage innovation like AI, and unlock tourism as a driver of economic transformation. The road to the crown. So the road to the crown auditions will take place on March and April 4th for all the regions because from May we will start crowning for our regional activation. So auditions will take place on March 21st and April 4th, launching a nationwide journey that culminates in the highly anticipated grand finale on September 4th, 2026 at Kampala Serena Hotel here where we are, not in this room though. Contestants will undergo a rigorous and transformative journey.
International. I'm a system admin, and luckily, I thank God that I won the title, being the first pioneer of Man of Tourism. Man of Tourism is an initiative under Miss Tourism Uganda to elevate the boy child, but above all, to promote tourism. And I am here today to call upon the gents out there, 18 to 27 years old, passionate about tourism, and also culture and AI. This is our chance to shine as boy child. We have been left out in all aspects of life, but Man of Tourism is here to stay and to elevate the boy child, above all, to give them a platform to bring out those ideas, promote tourism, and above all, making Uganda proud. Eyalamanoi, thank you very much.
Tourism. How can we apply AI in our tourism sector? So, zoonobotics, we say that the power of Africa. So, we look at the opportunities we have in Uganda. First of all, in Uganda we have over 1,000 species of birds. In other words, it's the top birding destination in Africa. However, as a country, we don't have AI systems in our tourism industry. In other countries, they have tried. But as Africa, what can we offer? So, looking at 2026, Miss Tourism Uganda came up with a theme, AI, culture, and tourism. And of course, this is the perfect moment for this theme, whereby the whole world is looking at AI. When we are contacted by Miss Tourism Uganda, of course, it was a hard time to think about how can we apply AI in the tourism sector, because we had looked at other sectors. But then, when we looked at the rich tourism sector of Uganda, we realized that there is too much potential. At Xenobotics, we mainly focused at AI development, robotics, engineering. We focus at STEM education, whereby we teach even kids on how to program these robots. When you look at this robot, it's purely made from Uganda, right from the start to the end. Looking at Miss Tourism Uganda, Miss Tourism, they act as the tourist ambassadors across Uganda. So, this time, our contestants are going to be actually also AI ambassadors for tourism in Uganda. Because they're not just going to look at tourism, they are going to also look at how we can apply AI to promote our tourism industry. As the robotics, we looked at some of the solutions we can offer. We have Pearl Guide. Pearl Guide, this is an example of Pearl Guide called Okelo. Okelo is going to be the first African AI-powered tour guide. So Okelo, we are looking at having an AI-powered tour guide who can speak to a tourist who can understand the tourist in whichever language they are speaking, and a robot which is filled with information about the entire country and is able to provide this information. So now these contestants are going to be our source of information because they know information about our culture. For example, when you look at the birds, we have 12 regions, and in each region we have unique species. However, we don't know their local names. Where can we get these local names? Of course, from our contestants. So they will provide all this information, and of course we'll get this information, validate and verify the information, feed all those informations into our systems. For example, the information about the tour, about the different sites will be fed into the Pearl Guide to act as a tour guide. Another solution, we have the Pearl Bird. Pearl Bird is simply an application. We have bird species, but you realize that in most cases when you go to a tour site, you look at a bird, but you can't easily identify which bird is it. You can't know the unique information about it, the unique features about it. You can't tell any information about it. Now here comes Pearl Bird, whereby you just get your smartphone, you take a picture of the bird, then that application will provide you with all the information you need to know about that bird, what makes it unique. Is it only in Uganda, or it can be found in other parts of Africa? We are not only looking at the images, we will also look at the sound, whereby even if you hear sound of some birds, you can actually switch on the microphone on your phone, and then you will actually recognize that this bird is this and this. This is the information about this bird. Why is this important? In most cases, you want to go to an area to see a specific type of bird, but you are not even sure where to find it. In this case, as you take pictures, as you capture the audio, we'll actually even we'll keep track of the location of the coordinates of that bird and the timestamp, such that our AI system will be able to recommend to our tourists that if you are interested in seeing this particular type of bird, you can go to this place, and within this time, you can actually see the bird. Of course, this will be based on the history, on the historical data, based on the tourist experiences who have been in these areas and who have used our application. So here comes Zamani AI. Zamani AI is going to be a computer vision heritage recognition. So in most cases, you look at an art piece, you look at an artifact, you look at, it can be a scarf from a museum, but you don't know any information about it. How can you tell? So in this case, you can just take a picture. It can be a traditional dance. You can just record a video. We'll actually give you the information that when you see this person doing this, it actually represents something in their culture. It's not just a matter of practicing the traditional dance. Whichever thing they are doing represents something. If you see someone holding a basket, that basket comes from this region. This is the information about it. These are the people who started making it, because you can find a basket from the western side. It's very different from a basket from the central side. As a tourist, this tourist will be interested in knowing this basket comes from where. So we are also looking at coming up with a digitalized ad. If you go to a museum, of course, it can be a museum, it can be any place. We have some information and we have some artifacts whereby they are already in pieces. But we want to see how it used to look like. It can be a can, they told that this can belong to a certain king. In this case, our AI algorithm is going to reconstruct this artifact. You put on a VR headset, and this VR headset is going to be having cameras. It will reconstruct it, and it will show you how it used to look like. If it's a car, we'll actually be able to give you some games that you can sit in a car, you can drive it virtually, not in real life. as you are driving it, you are actually getting information about it. How did it come to Uganda? Who was the owner? What happened to it? All the information about it. You might actually be interested in getting maybe a story. We have some legends, Gipiri and Labong. Now you are actually interested in having a chat with Gipiri and Labong. So in this case, you just put on your headset. We have a reconstruction of these people based on the images or any information which is available about them. So now you are actually able to get first-hand information from them. Of course, it's not first-hand information because you are just doing the reconstruction using AI, but you get that experience that what if I was having a chat with Gipiri and Labong? What if I was having a chat with King Mutesa? So in this case, you get all the available information. Where are we going to get all this information? Of course, we have our contestants. We have the Miss Tourism Uganda to provide all this information. We need to feed into the system because we have to make sure that our tourists are getting first-hand information, and of course, it has to be right information, not wrong information. So, looking at all this, I think you know where Miss Tourism Uganda and how they contacted Xenobotics, because they saw us as the right candidates for this partnership. They had the theme, we have the people, we have the solution. We have the brains who can actually put all this into life. So as Xenobotics Foundation, we still welcome more partners because of course we need more funding to put all these innovations into life. I also want to thank my team because we had about 3 days to make this thing, to make this Okelo in this shape, the way you see him. So we had sleepless nights just to make sure that we can bring you Okelo and we can show you how we can have a robotic guide. Of course, this is in the initial stages. We haven't implemented the final. But if in the initial stages we have Okelo like this, now just imagine how the final product of Okelo will look like. So now, how will our contestants come into play? First of all, as Xenobotics, we are going to train the youth. We are going to train all the contestants, the winners, on how to use these systems. There will be actually the AI ambassadors for this case. They'll provide the information. They'll have